Welcome to the Internet of Things by Marwa, Ammar, Saif, Timothy Cain, and Tenille Dennis. Networks have changed the way business is conducted. Computer networks are changing significantly in capacity and capabilities. In collaborative technology, businesses work together to share documents to improve an overall performance. It can be difficult in some organizations for geographical purposes when working in different time zones. Several things have been created for the growth of IoT. The Internet of Things influences how we work. As a collection through technology, data is composed from sensors which are embedded into many electronics and software. There are millions of companies that use IoT. Just to name a few, GE, General Electronics, founded Digital Data in 2015 with the goal of using IoT to predict maintenance needs. It is mainly used in the hospitality industry and the utility companies. Rolls-Royce use sensors through the Azure Stream Analytics and Power BI to gather and interpret data from engines during flights. This can be integrated with traffic control operations, enable smoother flight patterns, or even lead to safe, longer operations for the aircraft itself. Cisco Smart Grid technologies are used for utility services as well, such as mass transit aviation and energy control in oil and gas.
Here we have the different network types, spanning from local area network to metropolitan area network to personal area network. The most common networks that we use on our daily basis in our work lives at home are the local area network, the wide area network, and the wireless local area network. Our team has put together a bar graph that shows Internet of Things connected devices installed base worldwide from 2015 to 2025. As you can currently see, we are projected to have 26.66 billion connected devices by the end of 2019. IoT smart devices have a deeper penetration in manufacturing, healthcare, and business than in our homes or phones. By 2025, the global worth of IoT tech is projected to be at $6.2 trillion, with the maximum value from healthcare at $2.5 trillion and manufacturing at $2.3 trillion. Here are a few statistical stats of the Internet of Things. Today, 1.9 billion smart devices have been shipped, revenue of $490 billion. 968,000 smart clothes have been made to the consumers in 2015, which is expected to grow to 24.75 billion by 2021. Smart thermostats are projected to make the adoption rate of 43% in the next 5 years. Though the massive adoption of smart devices is expected in the long run, most of the consumers, which is about 87%, aren't even aware of the meaning of the Internet of Things. These are connected devices of the Internet of Things. We have different examples from the thermostats, which are most people use as Nest. You have the door lock mechanisms, which you can unlock from your door. The alarm system, which you can monitor cameras from your phone. Smartwatches. We have the smart refrigerator. We also have clothes that monitor your blood pressure, your skin temperature, your heart rate, your breathing rate, and etc.
Internet of Things paradigm is projected to have an enormous impact on the life of human beings. Research revealed that by 2020, it's projected that over 50 billion devices will be connected through radio communications. Our team researched the topic and decided to provide insights on the huge impact of the rapid growth of the Internet of Things market on low-power, wide-area networks, LPWAN, which has become a popular low-rate, long-range radio communication technology. The rationale behind the popularity of LPWAN is to provide low power, long range, and low cost communication characteristics. It provides long range communication. In addition, it's highly energy efficient, and most important, its operating cost is inexpensive. Short range radio technologies such as Bluetooth are not adapted for scenarios that require long range transmission. Solutions based on cellular communications can provide larger coverage, but they consume excessive device energy. Therefore, Internet of Things applications requirements have driven the emergence of new wireless communication technology, low power wide area network, LPWAN. And we have listed the technical differences between the different technologies. The three emergent technologies have different advantages in terms of Internet of Things factors such as quality of service, battery life and latency, scalability and payload length, network coverage and range, deployment model, and cost. Each technology will have its place in the Internet of Things market. Sigfox and LoRa will serve as the lower cost device with very long range and very low battery lifetime. By contrast, NB Internet of Things will serve the higher value Internet of Things market that are willing to pay for very low latency and high quality of service. Which technology fits best? For smart farming and smart building, it's highly recommended that to use the technology Sigfox or LoRa WAN, as there is a strong requirement of long battery lifetime of sensor devices. On the other end of the spectrum, retail point-of-sale terminals, NB Internet of Things is a better fit as there is a strong requirement of low latency. In addition, there is no constraint on battery lifetime.
Let us now see the impact and what the future of Internet of Things looks like. With people adopting smart devices, Internet of Things devices are becoming a part of the mainstream electronic culture. Like my friend Marwa has just mentioned, that we're expecting to have around 50 billion devices connected to the internet by the year 2020. With such a huge number, we can see that IoT devices will be a huge part of how we interact with basic everyday objects. We've all heard of artificial intelligence and seen it in movies, right? Well, this is how these smart devices evolve. In the coming future, we'll see these devices evolve as they collect more and more data. The more data they collect, the smarter they'll become. Cities will transform into smart cities. For example, smart traffic lights. The smart traffic lights will collect data on traffic and use this data to sync lights to peak traffic times. Overall, this will improve cities' efficiency and save government money since everything can be remotely managed. Smart homes, thermostats, lighting systems, and coffee makers will all collect data on your habits and pattern of use. All this data will be collected to help facilitate machine learning. The technology of Internet of Things will revolutionize tracking and managing inventory. The IoT-enabled remote scanners will help to easily track the inventory of items right from the manufacturing all the way to the deliveries. This will automate the inventory management and minimize irregularities. So the Internet of Things is not just about smart home or smart appliance, but it's also about a smart office, smart warehouse, smart goods transportation, and smart business. The future is closer than we expect, and it is indeed here. Having a limited amount of time to talk on such a broad topic, I'm only going to focus on a recent announcement made by Google. Stadia is a new gaming platform which will enable users to play high-end games. You'll be able to play game on any device without needing the necessary hardware to support it. Google has announced that Stadia would be using its servers, enabling users to play game on any device. You no longer need to buy a gaming console or spend thousands of dollars on building a gaming computer to play your favorite games. This is a first cloud-based gaming platform which could dramatically change the gaming industry and could also bring an end to the gaming consoles.
With all the great smart devices that we talked about today, we all know that you can't have the good without the bad. A major concern with smart devices these days is the security. Around 1.5 to 1.8 billion have been affected with data breaches with a global average cost of $3.62 million. Recently, hackers have used a fish tank thermostat to hack into the Internet of Things just to get access to the databases. A few recommendations have been made that developers need to focus on the security of IoT devices, as well as there should be some type of government regulation around this industry.
In all, networks are used for sharing purposes through telecommunication. It is another way organizations communicate and discover what resources are best for their business. Virtually, the real world is technically connected through the Internet of Things. Through sensors and radio frequency information, our lives have been simplified. Collaborative technology help assist in organizations' communication. These types of tools are executed through groups and teams to improve productivity and problem solving.